Hello, folks. Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. Just wanted to give you a quick little lead in to this third AI generated video I made. AI is kind of hard to work with. I mean, you can pop them out pretty quick. This third one was not quick. It kind of argued with me trying to make this one. The first two come out pretty easy. I realize AI is not spot on. It don't quite tell the story right. It don't show you the video or the graphics and stuff that you want it to at the exact time. This one here did a really bad job of it. It shows you something frightening before it gets to the point in the story, and you've done seen it and lost a little interest in it. But anyway, the story's all mine. I can pick, when you do AI with CapCut at least, you can pick the voice, and it's going to sound like an AI voice, and you have that sound right now. They're pretty crappy. You can pick background music. You can tell the whole story. You can tell a little bit of story and let it fill in the blanks. It fills in the blanks some, but I told most of the story, and it kind of highlighted it a little bit and, pumped it up a little. Didn't really like the way this one was showing things, showed it right at the very first. It showed something before I even said where I was at in the woods. It showed the whole thing, and then it shows a group of people that suddenly appeared way before I said they did, and same thing, something a little creepier in the video. It showed that ahead of time. I don't have any control over that. I kept trying to refresh it, redo it, retell it, but it's basically a way for me to tell my stories. Hope you like the stories, so trying to keep that in mind. At least I'm telling, sometimes it's a funny story. Most of these so far, at least, it's been like a spooky thing, but it's been a funny. This one was more like a long joke, kind of. It was a punchline, creepy story thing. So it lets me use my imagination, what's inside my head, come out a little bit and tell a story. It's not spot on. I wish I could get the AI to cooperate with this twisted mind of mine a little bit better. I hope you like the story at least. Don't judge me for what AI is throwing out there in the wrong way. You might can judge me for having a creepy sense of humor. But anyway, we all got our differences. But also, I'd like to do a shout out to the carpetbagger, Jacob the carpetbagger. I met him the other day in a video when we was doing Blue Eyes up in North Georgia. We did a video on that a couple of videos ago. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet Jacob the carpetbagger and shake his hand. That was a thrilling moment for me. I look up to him. He's my favorite YouTuber. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this. We'll try to make more. See how you like them. Some people don't like the AI. I'm just experimenting with it a little bit, and I'm not going to let it replace my other stuff, but I just wanted to give it a go and see what I can do with it. You can do several different things and change the theming of it to horror or cartoon or realistic looking, like this one's a little bit more realistic looking. But anyway, just tell me what y'all think. Like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of this. Please don't bash me too much. It's just my thoughts, trying to have a little fun on YouTube. Hope I brought some fun to y'all. Thanks for watching, and here comes the video. Hold on tight.
So, me and Dave are sitting at the bar the other night, and he asks me if I've been out filming for the channel lately. I just shake my head and take a long sip of my beer. Man, I said, after what happened last time, I'm not sure I'll ever go hiking in the Appalachians again. Duvin's all curious. What happened? He asks. Well, it all started on this gorgeous day. I was out on this super remote trail, deep in the mountains, getting some epic footage for a new vlog. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, it was perfect. I was walking along, talking to my camera, when I stumbled into this clearing. And in the middle of it was this encampment. It was all old, rundown shacks and tents. It looked totally deserted. I figured it was just some old abandoned hunting camp, so I kept filming, thinking it would make for some interesting B-roll. Big mistake. Suddenly, I'm surrounded. These mountain oak just sort of materialized out of the woods, and they looked unsettling, real creepy. Most of them were holding old shotguns, others had these huge knives on their hips, and a couple even had machetes. Their leader, this old, weathered-looking guy with a massive scar down his face, steps right up to me. In this thick, hillbilly drawl, he growls, "What brings you to our camp, boy? Are you with the government?" My heart was pounding in my chest. I stammered, trying to explain I was just a vlogger out for a hike, but they weren't having any of it. The leader got right in my face. "You're trespassing on private property," he said. "We'd be well within our rights to just shoot you and leave you for the buzzards and bears." The others all hooted and hollered in agreement. I was terrified. But then, the old man cracks this weird two-tooth smile. "Now, simmer down, boys," he says. "We'll give this here city slicker a fighting chance. We're all reasonable, peace-loving mountain folk, after all." The rest of them just snickered. He continues, "Here's what we're gonna do for you, boy. We're gonna give you two choices, 'cause you look like a nice fella and such." He pauses for dramatic effect. "Option number 1. We'd like to see you go a couple of rounds with our little all-pet, Ben." He points, and I see it. A massive, heavy steel cage. And inside is a 1,600-pound grizzly bear. This thing was a monster. It looked like it could tear a freight train in half. "Now, that's just part 1 of your first choice, son," the leader says. "We don't want to make it too easy for you. If you can somehow survive, Ben, and you gotta whoop him good, boy, then next, you'll climb this ladder with these 10 chainsaws. We've soaked them in gasoline, so when you get to the platform, you'll light them on fire. Walk that tightrope over the pool of great white sharks and piranhas and juggle all 10 of them without fouling in." "Is that it?" I screamed. "There's no way I can do any of that." "Hold on, son," he said, holding up a hand. "I said you had two choices." They led me behind one of the shacks to a big muddy pig pen. And in the middle of this disgusting mud pit was the most horrific sight I've ever seen. It was some kind of female creature. A cross between a really, really fat witch and a really, really fat Sasquatch. She was wearing cut-off jeans and a t-shirt that said, "Take me, I'm yours." The old man gestures towards her. "Ain't she pretty? Me and the boys have been hankering for a nephew to teach our mountain ways to. So your second choice is to get in there with our baby sister, and make a baby with her. Should be easy enough. So, what do you say, boy? Which chore do you want to tackle?" Back at the bar, Dave's jaw is on the floor. He spits his drink all over the table. "Good Lord, man, what did you do?" I took another long drink of my beer and looked him dead in the eye. "Well, Dave," I said, "I did the only realistic thing I could do." "Then we see it." I jump into that cage with the grizzly, grab it by the arms, and just rip the bear in half. Bam. Then I grab the 10 chainsaws, scramble up the ladder, light them all on fire, and start juggling. I didn't just walk that tightrope. I ran across it, juggling 10 flaming chainsaws like a circus pro. I got to the other side, jumped down, and dove headfirst into that pool of sharks and piranhas, cutting every last one of them to pieces. I leaped out of the pool of guts, ran all the way out of those mountains, jumped in my car, and I've never looked back. So yeah, maybe I'll stick to city vlogs for a while. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like that crazy story, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. See you in the next one.